And this is a tape of folk songs, various and sundry categories.
Kim Jong-un, usually found surrounded by displays of his country's military might, has opted for a different day out. Checking out frozen meat, fish and fruit juice on a visit to a new supermarket in Pyongyang. In bizarre scenes, the North Korean leader could be seen peering into freezer cabinets and pulling out packets of meat and examining juice bottles.
Oh, look at this, incredible.
Yeah, some pretty special bits of beef in there at the moment. Please do, feel free to come round, Mr. Johnson.
Watch out,
So you've got sort of, obviously you do like a certain amount of fat in the sausages, but nice and lean, good free-range pork to make our sausages.
Right. Okay.
If you're a job at Christmas,
To be recorded by by the global media. Christ, talking of which, where's my money?
here we go.
Hang on, I've got Egypt. Hang on a minute. I got 10. Hang on, sorry, £20.
Sorry.
Let's make it something
There is a
rounded
community
up.
discount, Morris.
There is. Is it on your account, James?
Put it on my account.
Put it on James's account. £4.50.
No, come on, that's ridiculous. No, that's cannot be.
It's James's discount.
I'm not going to quarrel. Thank you very much.
Say it ain't so, Joe. The vice president invades Costco.
We're going to cut through the liquor section.
Forget driving a sleigh. Joe Biden didn't even drive his own cart. A Costco employee seemed thrilled to do the honors. His consumer confidence was high as the VP flashed his Costco card. Instead of elves, Joe Biden had the press pack in tow.
You guys, if you'll keep walking backwards, please. You guys just go to the bakery section, please. You guys go that way.
Imagine shopping for a watch with the press watching from behind every counter as Vice President Biden called his daughter.
Getting some guidance.
He looked at a $1,200 watch, but we don't know if he bought any watches. We do know what he ate. Every free sample in sight in the bakery section, where he bought an apple pie.
Go right that way. We're moving.
Good morning, Metro shoppers. What a pleasure to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. It's the Prime Minister encouraging you all that as you're thankful this weekend and careful this weekend, please think about donating to the Ottawa Food Bank.
Filth in the Bible. No, this is not a brownie. No, this is not Snickers bar. I own 2 bull mastiffs in my life. This is Great Dane. God says this is what I see. And what I see comes up like incense before me. And what's going on in your soul, I can see in ways nobody else can see. And so you know what you say? Oh, God, create in me a clean heart and renew in me a right spirit, and cast me not from thy presence and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. And you got chunks coming off of your thumb, and God is saying, what do you want?
when you're at the bottom looking up, nobody gives a shit about you, you know, and that inspired me more than any idea, any kind of career. What inspired me more was to talk about that and to also judge people by that. If somebody cared more about somebody having money and being in a certain situation in life, certain status, then I'd hate them.
As I walked out one winter day, I met a man along the way. His head was bald, his beard was gray, his clothing made of the cold red clay, his clothing made of the cold red clay.
Very nice.
I'm sitting in the railway station, got a ticket for my destination. On a tour of one-night stands, my suitcase and guitar in hand, and every stop is neatly planned for a poet and a one-man band. Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts escaping, home, where my music's playing, home, where my love lies waiting silently for me.
Hey Joe, where you going with your money in your hand? Hey Joe, where you going with your money in your hand? I'm chasing my woman, she ran off with another man. Hey Joe, what are you gonna do? Hey Joe, what are you gonna do? I'll buy me a pistol and kill her before I'm through. I'm going downtown and buy me a 44. I'm going downtown and I'll buy me a 44. When I get through, that woman, she won't run no more. Hey Joe, I heard you shot your woman dead. Hey Joe, I heard you shot your woman dead. Yes I did, I got both of them lying in that bed. Hey Joe, where do you think you'll go? Hey Joe, where do you think you'll go? I'm leaving here, I think I'll go to Mexico. Yes, I'm going where I can be free. God, Lord God. Yes, I'm going where I can be free. Ain't no hangman gonna put no noose on me.
2015, you voted for change. Together, we brought 400,000 kids out of poverty, stood up to Trump on NAFTA, banned assault weapons, and advanced one of the most progressive environmental policies in the world. When COVID hit, we came together again to protect jobs and ensure that every Canadian could be vaccinated by summer. Now we have to do more. Let's launch $10 a day daycare, create 1 million new jobs, and make sure every Canadian can afford a home.
Let's keep moving forward together.
What? I don't care, man. Okay, just do. You are the worst human being known to mankind. I want you to know that what you have done to this state, to the United States, to everything else in this world, I don't care that your daughter's here. What you've done to people's families, what you have done to everybody else in this world. Son. Don't call me son. One.
I wanted to be rich. I wanted to not have to work. I don't want to work. Work was shit. You know, I joined bands and I was very precious about what I did, but at the same time, I really wanted to, you know, the idea of achieving some kind of popularity to get me out of work was you know, one of the #1 aims. I tried to get into drama schools, but that proved really hard, you know, because I had no money and the course fees were expensive. So I thought music might be better than acting to get into. And plus I was really inspired by some stuff at the time. You know, I started to try and explore that, you know, in bands, but always found it wasn't me, you know. I always found that I was trying to be someone else. And then that just grew. I got into electronica music and, you know, got into hip hop, and Sleaford mods eventually came.
김정은 동지 인민길이 그품이 살린 우리 김정은 동지 천만을 아르신 오버이 되어 지혜를 주신 스승이 되어 온 나라 대가정 강국에처럼 주시고 찬란한 미래 펼치시는 분 우리 행복 김종봉지 우리 영광 김종봉지 인민의 길이 급하게 살린 우리의 김정은 봉지
You really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I get me bending. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I get me bending. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me.
This is a sick baby production.
2021. Oh.
Don't worry, he survives.